Between both of these cars, I just drove over 6,000 miles within the past 2.5 weeks now. Spending 40 to 42 hours in each car, I've noticed a lot of things, and I'm going to give you a detailed breakdown of that road trip today. I have 6 different categories here, and then my final thoughts. Yes, I did write notes, and I made a spreadsheet with all the expenses. First category we're going to go over is gas mileage and cost. So how much did it cost to drive from Northern California all the way to Tampa, Florida? Let's start with the Type R. This thing got surprisingly good gas mileage. Let me give you some of this little exhaust purr real quick. That's so nice. Inside the Type R, we're gonna navigate. I already know that the Type R probably takes the cake. So this is my average fuel economy for the entirety of my ownership. So I have 19,218 miles, 31.3. When I started this trip, that was like 29 point something. So it went up almost 2 miles per gallon, but that right there is from the road trip. I ended up at 33.1 miles per gallon. Since I left California, I have driven 4,042 miles, which is pretty ridiculous. Now let's go check out the BRZ. Oh, I think you guys probably know what to expect when I go over the comfort section. All right, so to get the BRZ's gas mileage, all we do is click down on this arrow right here. The entire time I've owned the car, I've put 6,600 miles on it. My average fuel economy is 30.8. That was like 29.4 when I started. So that went up about 1.5. Oh no. Well, since I forgot to do that, we can use some simple math and determine that since the Type R increased by about 2 miles per gallon during the entire trip, and this only increased about 1.5, I think it's pretty safe to say that the Type R got better gas mileage on the highway, which, that's pretty impressive.
Hey!
What?
Are you leaving?
No. Well, not yet. Why?
Can you have a cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger Viv wants a cheeseburger?
Please?
I guess.
Please?
From where?
You pick.
I picked. This is your cheeseburger. What are you talking about?
I'll text you.
Text me?
Sorry, I'm still on the phone with Mom. But I was like, wait, I heard him turn on the car. I need to go ask him for a cheeseburger.
Yep, I'll get you a cheeseburger, babe.
Thank you. Love you.
What a goober. The cost of gas for each car during the trip? The Type R, $461, and the BRZ, $404. The reason for that is when we took the Type R, we went down to Imperial, California, which is where Vivian's mom lives, and then we took, I think, I-10 pretty much all the way over to Florida. So that added a few hundred miles, which is why it looks like I had to fill up exactly one more time compared to the BRZ. Category 2, comfort. I'm sure you can tell that the seats in this Type R are just amazing. I mean, you can tell just by looking at them. And then every single person that I know, as soon as they sit in this car, they're like, oh my God, these seats are amazing. And they are. I mean, if you just press down with your hand, with your thumb, there's a lot more travel. It's a more plush material than what's in the BRZ, but we will get to that. Squeezing this up here, squeezing the sides. Oh, I mean, you could crunch it down pretty far down. It's very plush. So when you're sitting in it for a long period of time, like 8 to 10 hours a day, it's very forgiving on your back and your butt. And the other thing that we have to take into consideration is the seating position. The Type R, yes, you do sit higher up off of the floorboard than you do in the BRZ. It's funny because when I go from driving the BRZ to the Type R, I feel like I'm kind of getting into an SUV. You can see how the seat sort of slants upwards just a little bit. What that does is gives you a little bit of thigh support right here, rather than sitting just on a flat piece of material. And here's the other thing. I have experience sleeping in both of these cars. Now, if I recline back with the Type R, oh my God, dude, I can almost lay flat. And if I put my seat up further, I could probably even lay a little more flat. Get another notch out of this right here. This is lovely, dude. I don't even feel like I need a pillow. As a matter of fact, I know I didn't use a pillow when I was bringing this back from Indianapolis, and I took 2 naps in this car overnight. Oh my god, this is phenomenal. Fantastic car. Alright, so it's a different day, but we're going to continue the video. BRZ, immediately when you sit in this car, especially after sitting in the Type R, you notice how much more stiff the material is. It's just a lesser quality material, both inside and out. I still like the seats. They're still pretty good. It's just that this was not an ideal situation for driving across the country as fast as possible. So remember, with this road trip that you guys just saw, I did 42 hours worth of driving time in 69 hours exactly. For 69 hours straight, I was driving and also sleeping in this car. I already showed you guys how much the Type R seats recline. Now I'm going to do this one. So this one here definitely does not recline as much. Doesn't feel even half as comfortable. Alright, I think that's enough. The next category is road noise. It's hard for me to make a fair comparison because the Type R has a full exhaust, and it also has aftermarket wheels and tires, but they both have Michelin Power Sport 4s. First of all, the BRZ naturally just has less sound deadening. It's a little 2-door sports car. It's meant to be as lightweight as humanly possible. The road noise in this is probably comparable to the Type R LE. So the limited edition Type R, they removed some sound deadening and some other things from the regular Type R, and it weighs about 50 pounds less. That's my assumption. But stock versus stock, this was definitely a lot quieter on the highway than this is. That category alone is nothing that will ruin your day. I just wanted to let you guys know. The next one I'll talk about real quick is road presence and like maneuverability. The Type R is a bigger car. If we look at these cars side by side, the Type R is a much bigger car. It's a few inches taller, a couple inches wider, and it's definitely longer. So it's a bigger machine. That means it's easier for people to see you on the road. And I'm not bullshitting. I know because I just drove 3,000 miles each car back to back. Even though this is a bright blue color, people had a hard time seeing this car, so I almost got sideswiped probably like 7 or 8 times throughout my trip. I would be in a lane, just going along. Someone would be trying to merge into my lane, either a big truck or an SUV or an RV, and several times people just didn't see me. I must have been in their blind spot. I don't know, because the car is so small. So I had to constantly be aware of my surroundings, more so than when I take the Type R on a road trip. I never had a problem with people like not seeing me on the road in the Type R. Again, that's just an observation. I'm not saying one car is better than the other. I'm just giving you my experience. Now that I went over that, me and Vivian are gonna go get a few clips. Oh yeah. Of the BRZ just kind of ripping on the streets. I have not gotten as many good quality sound clips of this car as I would like. And before I get a front pipe on, I want to get you guys some really, really good clips of the car just with the catback exhaust. Vivian sat in the car and she was like, oh my god, I can't remember the last time I was in here. And I asked her, did you miss it? And she's like, nope. was fun. You didn't do anything.
It was fun watching you.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Vivian is a car girl in disguise. Hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
There's a biker coming.
There's a biker coming.
Yeah, you're in the bike lane.
Oh, shoot. Should I peel out of here?
No.
How do you think the car sounds?
Good?
You sounded very confident with that answer.
Well, because, I mean, compared to the Type R.
Someone's parked behind you.
The fuck?
What is going on?
Like, who do they think they are?
I don't know, but we should kill him.
Oh, maybe it's the neighbors, like...
No, it doesn't matter. We should kill him. Well, I hope you guys found this video helpful and enjoyable. I got a bunch of questions actually throughout the road trip series. Well, both of the road trips. People just wanted tips on road tripping and like how much I spent in gas and the gas mileage that these cars got. So just a quick little recap. The Type R, it's definitely a better and more comfortable car to road trip in. I think the main reason that this was so uncomfortable for me is because I was in the car the entire 69 hours from California to here. With the Type R, you know, we were sleeping in hotels, so we probably drove 8 or 9, maybe 10 hours some days. That's all I got. Make sure you thank Vivian in the comments, Cheeseburger Viv, for filming, and I'll see you soon. Which car did I enjoy more on the road trip? Which car did I enjoy more on the 3,000 mile road trip that I just took both of these cars on? Which car did I enjoy? Between the both of these, well, now that this car's been on for about 15 minutes, it's still not even all the way warmed up. We're gonna go for a little drive. Oh boy. See, I rarely drive in sport mode, so when I do, it's just a little touchy for me. I have my window down right here. We're gonna be able to hear how loud this car is. Oh, baby.